Hi, my name is Dylan. I am part of the trans community. I identify as masculinely gender fluid. For me, what that means is that I don't identify as male or female 100% of the time. I kind of float in between. Sometimes I'm more feminine, sometimes more masculine, usually more masculine, and so I do prefer he, him pronouns. Basically, I'm different. And through this journey into realizing that I'm trans and to realizing my identity, which I'm still on, I've noticed that society really doesn't like different. Any different. Anything that goes against the grain. Society doesn't like it. And it really baffles me because in this country, we're supposed to be the melting pot where all these different countries came together with all these different people to bring all their differences together into one big pot where we all call home. And yet, more often than not, we're rejecting things we don't understand rather than trying to educate ourselves on things we don't understand. As humans, it's like somehow we're programmed to when we see different, we feel fear and we react on it. And it's scary if you're on the other side of the reaction. I know personally. I've been in the LGBTQ community for as long as I can remember, really. I remember what it was like to be afraid to tell people I liked girls because I was afraid that they would reject me. I was afraid I'd be alone. I remember of being afraid to tell people that something was still off about me. I remember being afraid to explore what was still off about me. Until just recently, actually. And now, I'm scared to tell people that I'm trans. I'm scared to be rejected. And I don't want to live in fear. I don't want to be afraid. I want to be proud. And I am proud of who I am. I'm growing up to be a pretty good person in my own opinion. And it's a journey. Life is a journey of figuring out who you are. People change day by day. Sometimes hour by hour, depending on the person you're dealing with. People change things about themselves all the time. They changed, if they're in school, they change schools, they change majors, they change jobs, occupations, spouses, where they live. So why is it such a big deal when people want to change their name or when they want to change their gender? And it's not like they're changing it out of some whim, like, I think I'll be this today. Trust me, most of us have thought it out for a very long time. It's been in the back of our heads, it's been right here for as long as we can remember. In my case, I didn't know what was right here. I had no idea. Until one day, I went out and I told people my name was Dylan. I got called sir. And then all of a sudden, the pieces clicked. I tell people it was like painting a picture. And you knew from the beginning that something was off about that picture. Something was missing. And then you add one little thing, or you do one little stroke, or add one different color. And then all of a sudden, it's perfect. All of the pieces fall together. Except when you're looking at a painting and that happens, you just sit back in awe at the beauty. But when you're a person and you're realizing that that makes you trans, you get really scared. At least I did. I was petrified. And I'm still coming to terms with who I am. And it's scary. It is very scary sometimes. But it's okay. Because life is scary. And life is a journey. I hear all the time, tell me about your trans journey. Or other trans people saying, this is my journey. This is about my trans journey. Life is a journey. Everybody has a journey. Everybody has a story. Everybody is different. I wish that society could see that everybody is different and nobody fits into the mold. And the people they think do, they're probably lying. So, the real reason I'm making this video is not to tell you about my journey. I'll probably make one of those videos too, but this video specifically, well, I want to talk to all the people out there who are different. I know you're scared. I know how it feels to be scared. To be afraid that you won't be accepted. To be told that you're wrong. To be told that you're just confused. I know what it's like to be shunned, to be confused. I want you to know that you're not alone. There are lots of us out there that are different and confused and scared, and we can all be scared together. And it will be great if we're all scared together, because then we won't be alone. We'll be a big puddle of acceptance. And it'll be great. Because guess what? I accept you for who you are and what you say you are. Because you are amazing. You are a fabulous person. And you have fabulous things to offer this world. You just gotta go out there and try. And I know it's scary. But just know in your heart that we're fighting for you. I'm fighting for you. And we care, and I care. And if you want to join the fight, consider this your invitation. And I'm not just talking about the fight to make LGBTQ rights known. I'm talking about a much bigger fight. A fight against society. A fight to bring acceptance to those who are different, for no matter what their difference is, because you know what? LGBTQ is not the only difference out there. There is race, there's religion, there's gender. There are countless different differences. So I invite you to help me and so many other people make the differences okay. If you want. I'm not talking you have to go out there and make big speeches. If you don't want to do that, that's fine. What I'm saying, you can be a part of this fight by simply accepting somebody else for who and what they say they are. You can be a part of this fight by making a new friend. By simply saying, hey, we're different. Teach me what it's like to be you. Tell me your story. What was it like growing up in your shoes? Maybe not in those exact words, but you get the gist. Be a friend. Accept differences yourself. And slowly but surely, this fight for acceptance, well, we'll win. Because we have people like you and me, where we accept people for who they are. Because isn't that what we all want? acceptance, support, love. Well, in order to get those things, we need to give them. So let's start giving, and let's start accepting, and let's start loving each other so that nobody has to feel alone again, so that nobody has to feel scared again. Nobody has to feel scared to be who they are because they're afraid they might get rejected. Let's start loving each other for people and who and what they say they are. Because everybody, including you, is amazing just the way they are.